Welcome to the Family Law Channel. I'm Scott Drake with my guest, the host of FLC, Judge Eugene Hyman, retired Superior Court Judge, Santa Clara, California. We're going to talk today about Chris Brown and Rihanna. Well, they've been recording together, actually, but Chris Brown has been up to other things, namely involving his cell phone and his Bentley. Judge Hyman, welcome back.
Thank you.
So he grabs the cell phone of a fan who's taking a picture of him and drives off with it, and now it's created a problem because he's on probation. Is this theft? And what could happen to him?
Well, I don't think it's theft, and the reason why I don't think that it's theft is that he didn't have the intention at the time of the taking to permanently deprive the owner of ownership of the phone. If he later develops an intent, then that might be another crime, but it's not theft, which requires the intention at the time of the inception of the act. And he didn't. I mean, I don't see how a reasonable person could say that he intended to steal the phone, as compared to perhaps delete the photograph or something else. The fact that he still has the phone and hasn't returned it or given it to the police or something of that nature might lead the possibility in terms of another crime, but it's not theft.
Well, maybe the larger question here is the kinds of things that can get you in trouble when you're on probation. It looks like it doesn't take much.
No, it doesn't. And the other interesting thing for your viewers is that when you're talking about a new crime, that requires proof beyond a reasonable doubt. When you're talking about a probation violation, that only requires that there be proof by a preponderance. That is it more likely than not? Anything more than 50%. And the other thing is a probation violation is a court trial that's in front of a judge, whereas a new crime you have the possibility of a jury trial, but you don't have that with a probation violation, so it's much easier to prove.
Okay, well, we appreciate you taking a look at this. It's interesting. Chris Brown cannot seem to keep himself out of trouble. That's for sure. And now, I guess before we go here, he's actually recording with Rihanna now. I think they did a duet on each other's newest album. Talk about that and the previous protection order and what's going on here.
Sure. The original protection order that came down or came in conjunction with his condition of probation when he pled no contest to domestic violence over a year ago would prohibit him from having any contact with her. However, many months ago, that no contact order was modified to a peaceful contact order, in which case he can have contact with her basically at her pleasure. So as long as she doesn't say you have to leave, they can have contact, and that can be any kind of contact, from professional contact to intimate contact. It's whatever is agreeable to her.
So as long as we can sell millions of albums each,
exactly,
it's fine.
Exactly.
Okay, Judge Hyman, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're watching the Family Law Channel here on the Legal Broadcast Network.